Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well. And as always, we give peace and salutations unto the elect. Real briefly, I wanted to do a correction on a statement that I made in this video. Adam wasn't the first man alive, but the first to live. All right, that still stands, and that's true. You know, Adam was not the first man created, all right, but he was the first man that the Heavenly Father gave the understanding of the laws, all right, the ways of righteousness, all right, to be the chosen and upstanding people on the earth, all right, which, as we showed you, that was passed down through Abel, then Seth, and so forth, all the way up, you know, as you read it, Noah. Well, you had Enoch before him, Noah, it was, you know, particular men, Shem, all the way up to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, in which that understanding was written on stone and given to us as a nation, all right, at the time of Moses. Now, the correction is that man was actually created on the 5th day. All right, I said that man was created on the 6th day. Now, let's go ahead and get it. We're going to go to the Apocrypha, and this is 2nd Esdras chapter 6 and 47. It says, upon the 5th day thou saidest unto the 7th part, where the waters were gathered, that it should bring forth living creatures, fowls and fishes, and so it came to pass. All right. And it says, for the dumb water without life brought forth living things at the commandment of God, that all people might praise his wondrous works. All right. It says, then didst thou ordain 2 living creatures. One callest thou Enoch, which is, you know, the learned, you know, the learned men would eventually rule the dry part, you know. And then it says, and another Leviathan, which rules the sea. All right. And it says, thou didst separate the one from another, that the 7th part, namely where the water was gathered together, might not hold them both. So, you know, man was made to rule the dry part of the earth, namely the chosen man, which eventually would be given a wisdom in Adam, as we'll read. Okay, but Leviathan rules the sea. All right, and it says unto Enoch, all right, learned man. Okay, thou gavest one part which was dried up the 3rd day, that he should dwell in the same part, wherein are 1,000 hills. But unto Leviathan thou gavest the 7th part, namely the moist, and hast kept them to be devoured, of whom thou wilt and when. All right, then it says, upon the 6th day thou gavest commandment unto the earth, that before thee it should bring forth beast and cattle and creeping things. All right, and after these Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all. All right, so Adam, you know, eventually was given that wisdom later. You know, he had a mother, a father, and all of that, but man was created upon the 5th day. All right, we were creatures that came out of the waters as well, but the Lord didn't create us. He didn't create humans, all right, to live in the waters. Okay, he created humans to dwell on the dry part. So I just wanted to make that correction, even when you get in Genesis 1. And Salakia for my mistake. You know, I just hadn't went over that breakdown in a minute. But as the scriptures say, you slip with the tongue sometimes, but not with the heart. So it wasn't my intent to confuse anyone. Genesis 1 and 20, and God said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life. And we are moving creatures that have life. All right. And the fowl that may fly above the earth, in the open firmament and heaven. And God created whales and every living creature that moveth, that would be in the waters, okay, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, fill the waters and the seas, and let the fowl multiply in the earth. And evening and morning were the 5th day. But as we just read in 2nd Esdras, man was created on that 5th day. Now, as you read in 24, and God said, let the earth bring forth a living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, and beasts of the earth after his kind. And it was so. And God made the beast after his kind, and the cattle after their kind, and every creeping thing that liveth upon the earth. And God saw that it was good. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl, and over of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So the Lord separated man from all of the rest of his creation, so that man, will be the top, creature, so to speak. All right. And then later on down the line, eventually Adam was given the ways of righteousness, ways of understanding, to be head of the earth, but he failed. All right. But, you know, Solomon failed, but Yahushua got it right. So, you know, when Yahushua returns, Adam, the second Adam, he will be perfect this time, and he won't, there won't be any way for, sin to take place. So he would be and fulfill what the Heavenly Father created him for, as well as the sons of God. All right, and the whole nation of Israel will be righteous and perfect. But I just wanted to make that correction real quick. Man was actually created on the fifth day. Everything else in the video was good, but that was the point that I made a mistake on. So please forgive me for my mistake. Hopefully you were edified. On to the next one. Shalom. Man was created on the fifth day, not the sixth. All right, shalom.